A door kick plate, also known as a door kick panel or a door kick guard, is a metal or plastic plate that is typically installed at the bottom of a door. Its primary purpose is to protect the lower portion of the door from damage caused by people kicking or pushing the door with their feet. Kick plates are often found in commercial buildings, public spaces, and even residential settings. They can be especially useful in high-traffic areas where doors are frequently opened and closed, as they help prevent wear and tear on the door surface. Additionally, kick plates can add a decorative or professional touch to a door, as they come in various styles, finishes, and sizes to match the overall aesthetic of the building or space. To install a kick plate, it's typically screwed onto the lower part of the door using provided hardware. Some kick plates are pre-drilled with holes for easy installation, while others might require drilling holes into the door if they're not already present. Overall, a door kick plate serves both functional and aesthetic purposes, offering protection to doors and enhancing their appearance in various environments.
A door threshold is a component found at the bottom of a doorway, typically made of wood, metal, or other durable materials. Its primary purpose is to provide a transition between two different flooring surfaces on either side of the door, while also helping to create a barrier to prevent drafts, moisture, and debris from passing under the door. Here are some key points about door thresholds. Transition. Door thresholds are used to smoothly transition between different types of flooring materials, such as from a tile floor to a carpeted area or from an indoor space to an outdoor patio. Weatherproofing. Exterior door thresholds are designed to provide a seal against the elements. They help prevent rainwater, snow, and wind from entering under the door, which can help maintain a comfortable indoor environment and prevent damage to the flooring and interior.
Yeah, I should put something behind there. Because out here it's going to...
Draft prevention. In addition to weather protection, door thresholds help prevent drafts from entering the interior space. This can contribute to energy efficiency by reducing the loss of heated or cooled air. Durable construction. Door thresholds are often constructed from sturdy materials like aluminum, stainless steel, wood, or PVC. These materials are chosen for their durability and ability to withstand wear and tear. Types. There are different types of door thresholds available, including standard flat thresholds, adjustable thresholds, and thresholds with weather stripping to provide an extra seal against the elements. Installation. Door thresholds are typically installed during the construction or renovation of a building. They are positioned at the base of the door frame and are often screwed or fastened in place. Some thresholds are designed to be adjustable, allowing for a snug fit against the bottom of the door. Design. Door thresholds come in various designs and finishes to complement the overall aesthetic of the interior or exterior space. Some may be simple and functional, while others can be more decorative and ornate. Overall, door thresholds serve both functional and aesthetic purposes. They help maintain the integrity of a building structure by providing a barrier against weather and drafts, while also enhancing the visual appeal of the doorways they are installed in.
A table saw is a versatile woodworking tool designed for making straight cuts in various types of wood, plywood, and other materials.
As easy as
It
butter.
consists of a circular saw blade mounted on an arbor, driven by an electric motor. The blade protrudes through the top surface of a flat table, allowing you to push the material through the blade to make accurate and straight cuts. Key components of a table saw include tabletop, the flat surface where the material rests and moves along while being cut. Blade, a circular saw blade, usually made of carbide-tipped teeth, that rotates at high speeds to cut through the material. The blade's height and angle can often be adjusted for different types of cuts. Fence, a guide that runs parallel to the blade, allowing you to make straight and consistent rip cuts, cuts parallel to the material's length. Miter gauge, a device used for making angled crosscuts by sliding the material at an angle across the blade. Blade guard, a safety feature that covers the blade and helps prevent accidental contact with the spinning blade during operation. Push stick, a tool used to push the material through the blade while keeping your hands safely away from the blade. Dust collection system, many modern table saws come equipped with dust collection systems to help keep the work area clean and improve visibility during cutting. Table saws come in various sizes and configurations, including portable/tabletop saws, compact and lightweight, suitable for job sites or smaller workshops. Contractor saws, larger and more robust than portable saws, often with wheels for mobility. Cabinet saws, heavy-duty stationary saws with enclosed bases, designed for professional woodworkers. Hybrid saws, combining features of contractor and cabinet saws, offering a good balance between size and capability. Safety is paramount when using a table saw, as the spinning blade can cause serious injuries if not operated properly. Always wear appropriate safety gear, like safety glasses and hearing protection, and follow the manufacturer's guidelines for usage. Additionally, it's essential to be familiar with the various controls, adjustments, and techniques for achieving accurate and safe cuts.
A house door splash guard, also known as a door threshold or rain deflector, is a protective accessory typically used in residential settings. It's designed to prevent water, debris, and other outdoor elements from entering a building when a door is opened or closed. These guards are commonly used to keep rainwater, mud, snow, and leaves from being blown or tracked into the interior of a house or other structure. House door splash guards come in various forms and materials, depending on their intended use and the design preferences of the homeowner. Here are a few common types. Door thresholds. These are typically made of durable materials like metal, rubber, or composite materials. They're installed at the bottom of a door frame, creating a raised barrier that prevents water from flowing under the door. They can be especially useful in areas prone to heavy rain or flooding. Door sweeps or bottom seals. These are strips of material, such as rubber or bristles, that are attached to the bottom of a door. When the door is closed, they create a seal against the threshold, preventing drafts, insects, and moisture from entering the building. Rain deflectors or drip caps. These are usually small metal or plastic strips that are attached above the exterior of a door frame. They extend slightly outward, directing rainwater away from the door and helping to prevent it from dripping down onto the threshold. Awnings or canopies. While not splash guards in the traditional sense, awnings or canopies can provide a substantial amount of protection against rain and other weather conditions. They are installed above the door and provide shelter, reducing the amount of water that reaches the threshold. Doormats or rugs. While not attached to the door itself, placing an absorbent and durable mat or rug just inside the door can help trap dirt and moisture from shoes before they make their way into the interior of the house. The type of splash guard you choose will depend on factors such as the climate in your area, the design of your home, and your specific needs. Proper installation and maintenance are important to ensure that the splash guard effectively serves its purpose in protecting your home's interior from outdoor elements.
Removing vinyl siding from a house is a relatively straightforward process, but it does require careful handling to avoid damaging the underlying structure or the siding itself. Here's a general guide on how to remove vinyl siding. Materials and tools needed: pry bar or siding removal tool, utility knife, safety goggles, work gloves, ladder, if needed, plastic sheet or tarp to protect the ground, steps. Prepare the area. Put on safety goggles and work gloves to protect yourself. Lay down a plastic sheet or tarp at the base of the area where you'll be working to catch any falling debris. Start at the bottom. Begin at the bottom of the wall where the vinyl siding starts. Locate the starter strip, which is usually along the bottom edge of the siding.
there.
This strip holds the bottom of the first
Turn that
piece
way.
of siding
That's
in
gonna be
place.
like this.
Remove the starter strip. Insert a pry bar or a specialized siding removal tool under the starter strip's edge. Gently pry the starter strip away from the wall. It may be nailed or clipped in place. Once the starter strip is loosened, pull it away from the wall. Remove the siding
cutting
panels. Work your way up the wall, using the pry bar or siding removal tool to loosen the bottom edge
This
of
goes
each
over the
siding
plywood
panel.
side.
Carefully slide the tool along the bottom edge to release the locking mechanism that holds the panels together. Once the bottom edge is free, slide the panel upwards to disengage it from the panel above it. Continue this process for each siding panel, moving horizontally along the wall. Trim and disconnect obstacles. If you encounter obstacles like electrical fixtures, vents, or
Oh, the
other
plywood just-
protrusions, you may need to trim the siding or disconnect it from
plywood
these
went to the
fixtures
edge.
to remove them. Remove nails
But
and
it's this.
fasteners. As you remove each
whatever
siding
that is.
panel,
Oh,
you'll
so-
likely encounter nails or fasteners that held it in place. Use the pry bar to carefully remove these nails or fasteners. Inspect the underlying wall. Once all the siding panels are removed, inspect the underlying wall for any damage or necessary repairs. Clean up. Dispose of the removed vinyl siding panels and any debris properly. If you plan to replace the siding, you may need to repair or prepare the wall surface for the new installation. Remember that vinyl siding removal can expose the underlying structure, so it's important to exercise caution during the process. If you're not comfortable with this task or if you're concerned about potential issues, consider seeking help from a professional contractor or siding specialist.
Rotting frame wood refers to the deterioration of wooden structural components due to the effects of decay, usually caused by fungi or other forms of biodegradation. Wood rot occurs when moisture, warmth, and oxygen are present, creating an environment where fungi can thrive and break down the wood's cellulose and lignin components. There are two main types of wood rot. Brown rot. This type of rot breaks down the cellulose and hemicellulose in wood, leaving behind a brown, crumbly residue. Affected wood often takes on a dry and brittle appearance, and the structural integrity is compromised. Brown rot fungi are known for causing significant damage to wood in a relatively short period. White rot. White rot fungi attack both cellulose and lignin, leaving wood with a bleached appearance. The wood becomes spongy and stringy, and it may lose its strength over time. White rot tends to progress more slowly than brown rot. To prevent or address rotting frame wood, consider the following steps. Minimize moisture exposure. Ensure that the wooden frame is properly sealed and protected from water exposure. Repair leaks in the roof, walls, or plumbing to prevent water from infiltrating the wood. Improve ventilation. Proper ventilation can help reduce moisture buildup, which is essential for preventing fungal growth. Make sure there's proper airflow around the wood to keep it dry. Use treated wood. If you're building or repairing a wooden frame in a potentially damp environment, consider using pressure-treated wood. These woods are treated with preservatives that can help resist rot and fungal decay. Apply wood preservatives. Regularly applying wood preservatives can help protect the wood from rot and other forms of decay. These products can be painted or sprayed onto the wood surface. Remove and replace damaged wood. If you notice any signs of wood rot, such as discoloration, softness, or crumbly texture, it's important to remove and replace the affected wood promptly. This will prevent the rot from spreading to other parts of the frame. Maintain gutters and drainage. Keep gutters and downspouts clear to ensure proper drainage away from the house. This can help prevent water from accumulating near the wooden frame. Regular inspection. Perform regular inspections of the wooden frame to identify any signs of rot or decay early. Timely intervention can prevent extensive damage. Remember that preventing wood rot is crucial for maintaining the structural integrity of your home or any wooden structures. If you're unsure about how to address a specific situation involving rotting frame wood, it's a good idea to consult with a professional contractor or carpenter for guidance and assistance.
Pre-drilling holes refers to the practice of creating pilot holes or starter holes in a material before inserting screws, nails, or other fasteners. This process can be particularly helpful when working with certain types of material, like wood, to prevent splitting or cracking. Here's why pre-drilling holes is important and how to do it. Important. Prevention of splitting. When fasteners like screws are driven directly into wood or other material, there's a risk of the material splitting, especially near the edges. Pre-drilling helps to minimize this risk by creating a pathway for the fastener to follow. Ease of installation. Pre-drilling provides a guide for the fastener, making it easier to drive it in straight and without excessive force. Reduce stress on fasteners. Creating a pilot hole reduces the stress on the screw or nail as it's inserted, which can help prevent the fastener from breaking or becoming deformed. How to pre-drill holes. Choose the right drill bit. Select a drill bit that is slightly smaller in diameter than the screw or nail you'll be using. The goal is to create a hole that is snug enough to guide the fastener, but not too large that it doesn't provide enough support. Mark the hole location. Use a pencil or marker to mark the exact location where you want to insert the screw or nail. Set the drill speed. If you're working with different materials, adjust the drill speed accordingly. For wood, a medium speed setting is often suitable. Drill the pilot hole. Place the tip of the drill bit on the marked location and start drilling at a low speed. Apply gentle, steady pressure and let the drill bit do the work. Drill to a depth that is slightly shorter than the length of the fastener. Clean the hole. Once the pilot hole is drilled, remove any wood chips or debris from the hole using a brush or a blast of compressed air. Insert the fastener. With the pilot hole ready, insert the screw or nail into the hole and use the appropriate tool, screwdriver, drill, hammer, to drive it in. The pilot hole will guide the fastener and help prevent splitting or damage. Remember that pre-drilling might not be necessary for all materials and situations. For softer materials, smaller screws, or when using self-drilling screws, pre-drilling might not be required. Always consider the type of material you're working with and the specific needs of your project before deciding whether to pre-drill holes.
Caulking is a process used to seal gaps and joints in various structures, such as buildings, windows, doors, and plumbing fixtures. It involves the application of a flexible, waterproof material called caulk or sealant to fill in gaps and prevent air, water, insects, or other elements from entering or escaping through those gaps. Caulk is typically made from a variety of materials, including silicone, latex, polyurethane, and even more specialized compounds for specific applications. The choice of caulk depends on the location and purpose of the sealing, as different types of caulk offer varying levels of flexibility, durability, and resistance to temperature changes and moisture. The process of caulking involves the following steps. Preparation. Clean the area where caulking will be applied. Remove any old caulk, dirt, dust, or debris. For a successful caulk application, the surface must be clean and dry. Selection of caulk. Choose the appropriate type of caulk for the specific application. For instance, silicone caulk is often used in bathrooms and kitchens due to its resistance to moisture, while acrylic latex caulk is commonly used for interior painting projects. Cutting the nozzle. If the caulk comes in a tube, cut the nozzle at an angle to achieve the desired bead size. The angle determines the width of the caulk line. Application. Load the caulk tube into a caulk gun, if applicable, and apply a consistent bead of caulk along the gap or joint you want to seal. Hold the gun at a slight angle to the surface and apply even pressure. Smoothing. Use a caulk smoother, your finger, or a damp cloth to smooth out and shape the caulk line. This helps create a neat and uniform appearance. Cleanup. Immediately clean up any excess caulk using a damp cloth or sponge. If you're working with silicone caulk, keep in mind that it's difficult to remove once it dries. Drying and curing. The drying and curing time for caulk depends on the type of caulk used. Follow the manufacturer's instructions for the recommended drying and curing time before exposing the sealed area to moisture or other stressors. Caulking is an essential maintenance task in both residential and commercial settings. It helps improve energy efficiency, prevent water damage, and enhance the overall appearance and longevity of structures. Proper application is important to ensure the effectiveness of the seal and to achieve a clean and professional finish.
Tools and materials you might need. Shovel, rake, wheelbarrow for moving soil, tamper to compact soil, leveling tool, such as a straight board or a long level, crushed stone or gravel, optional for creating a base, topsoil or fill dirt. Steps. Prepare the area. Clear the area around the door or entrance of any obstacles, debris, or vegetation. Measure and mark. Measure the height of the door threshold or entrance and mark this height on the surrounding area. This will serve as your target level. Excavate. Start digging up the soil within the marked area. Remove enough soil so that, when leveled, it matches the height of the door threshold. If the difference in height is significant, you might need to dig deeper. Compact the soil. After excavating, use a tamper to compact the soil evenly across the area. This will help prevent settling and unevenness over time. Check for level. Place a leveling tool, such as a straight board or a long level, across the area. Adjust the soil as needed to ensure that it's level with the marked height. Add base, if necessary. Depending on the type of soil in your area, you might consider adding a layer of crushed stone or gravel as a base. This can provide better drainage and stability. Spread a layer of crushed stone, compact it, and then check for level again. Fill and level. If you've used a base layer, you can now add a layer of topsoil or fill dirt over the crushed stone. If you didn't use a base, simply add topsoil or fill dirt directly. Spread the soil evenly and use your leveling tool to make sure it's at the desired height. Compact and smooth. Once the soil is spread and leveled, use the tamper to compact it again. This will prevent future settling. Check final level. Double-check the level with your leveling tool to ensure that it matches the height of the door threshold. Finishing touches. If you're planning to plant grass or other vegetation, prepare the soil accordingly. Water the area to help settle the soil and promote healthy growth. Remember that this is a general guide, and the specific steps might vary depending on the condition of your soil, the size of the area, and other factors.
Now you can wheel it up.
If the height difference is substantial or if you're unsure about the process, you might consider seeking assistance from a professional landscaper or construction expert.
Stay updated. Subscribing ensures you never miss out on our latest uploads. From past uploads to special events and collaborations, you'll always be in the loop. Your support means the world to us, and every subscription helps us continue doing what we love. So, if you're as excited as we are about Spectrum Media, we'd be incredibly grateful if you hit that subscribe button and joined our growing community of current subscriber count. Thank you for considering subscribing, and we can't wait to embark on this adventure with you.